Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to Virginia Martial Arts Center. Good to have you back. It's Hanshi Myers with Sensei Jason, and we are ready to rock tonight, okay? Tonight we've got 3 of our new bags out here, and we're going to talk about hitting, and we're going to try to hit some things and stuff like that. So I hope you've got a pillow, a bed, a sofa, a bag, something to hit, a parent. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, no, brother, sister, just don't, not your cat or your dog, okay? So anything you can find to hit, that's great, okay? Where'd you get your bag, Emily? Man, you're ahead of things. And you didn't buy it from the dojo. Okay, you're in trouble. Okay, hands in front. Kyosuke. And Shoni. Ray. Otagani. Ray. Us. Onegaishimasu. Student creed number 1. I will develop myself in a positive manner and avoid anything that could reduce my mental growth and physical health. 2. I will develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. 3. I will use common sense before self-defense and never be abusive or offensive. And yoi. Good job. Kyosuke. Ray, us, yoy. All right, I see we've got Bo here. Good to see you, Bo. And then Josh and Gannon. Please turn on your cameras if you got one. We want to be able to see you, correct you, make sure you're doing it the right way and all. Can't tell who else we've got right this second, but hey, we're going to get warmed up, have a good class, okay? Sensei, you ready? Okay, Sensei going to warm us up. Push, go.
Learned to hide them very well. Good, shoulders forward, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, back, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, elbows forward, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, back, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, wrist forward, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju, back, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Good. Hands on the hips and rotate. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, switch, rok, shich, hach, ku, and ju. Good. Feet together and rotate. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Switch. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Good. All right. From here. Okay, what I want you to do is get your hands, body, everything nice, loose, relaxed like a wet spaghetti noodle. Okay? Good. Hands up in front. Good. For 10 seconds, so we're going to start with our right hand. We're just going to punch. Okay? Just get those hands going. And then we're going to go to the other side. Okay? So, just starting with the right hand right now. Ready? And hajime. Just go. Good, and relax. Let's do the other hand. Ready? Go. Good, yummy. Now, what we're going to do, just switch. Okay, just nice and quick. The idea is just to stay relaxed and to throw your hands as fast as possible. Okay, ready, set, go. And yame. Good. Shake it up. Shake it up. All right, now from here, feet out just a little bit and over. Nice slow stretch. Again, just try to relax. You don't want to be tight. Take nice deep breaths. Good. And over to the left. Good. And put over to the right. Very nice. Good, up. Okay, from here. What I want you to do, bring your feet a little bit closer. Back up just a little bit so you can see. From here, we're going to squat all the way down. You want to try to get your heels as flat as you can on the floor. Okay? Feet close together, elbows on the knees, and push out. So from what I understand, in like Japan, a lot of times this is just how they sit. Just squat and relax.
That's what they do a lot.
Really? And the cool thing is, well, I don't know. The toilets are holes in the floor basically, so you know you gotta learn to stretch a little bit, relax. But this is this from what I'm saying is just a common position. Somebody just wants to, they're just kind of hanging out. They'll just squat and relax and chill, you know. So, but this is good. It helps build some flexibility in the ankles too, which is good because you need that for your stances, for your cat stances, for your front stances to be able to get. If you can't get your feet straight, you need to stretch these ankles out a little bit more, okay? And you need this flexibility for like your kicks, be able to get your feet into the proper position, okay? Good. And up. Good. Feet straight. And down. Try to keep those feet nice and straight. And up. Good. And down. And up. And down. And up. One more time. And down. And up. Good. Shake the legs out. Those are a couple of good, easy things that you can do just standing around the house, okay? Instead of just standing or just plopping down into the sofa, squat into that position, okay? Especially if you're tight, you can work on getting a little bit more flexibility that way. And then you can be like Bo and just kick all over the place, right? There you go. Look at that. Okay. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to squat down on one leg. And if you can, try to get your leg nice and flat against the floor, toes up. Good. You'll feel this on the inside of your leg here and across. Good. Now, up, turn that over. Ball of the foot. Get a nice stretch. And drop that knee and really lean forward into that. Good. Now let's lunge over to the other side. Good. Up and over. Good. Drop the knee. Now it's interesting for you guys. There's actually a kata that you'll learn way down the road, okay? That you'll do a jump, you'll land, and you'll actually basically be in this position, and you'll have to stand and turn and block, okay? So it's good for doing that, for building leg strength and things like that, okay? Good job. All right, so shake it out. Kyosuke. Great. Whoops. Hanshi. We're going to hit stuff.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to hit some things. Okay. So, if you have a bag, if you, like I said, whatever you want to hit, whatever you can hit. If you can't hit anything, act like you're hitting, okay? All right. So we got our nice new bags here. I'm going to bring one of these to the middle. Oh, wow, these things are.
That's only like 6 pounds.
Yeah, sure. Now, so what I'd like to start with is some kicking, okay? Basic kicking. Now, we have 2 kinds of kicks in Japanese karate. We have snap kicks, which are the majority of our kicks, and then we have what are called thrust kicks, okay? Now, the difference between the two is, first of all, a snap kick is going to hit pow, and it's going to hit hard. It's going to send the shock wave into that person, and it's basically going to bounce off their different body parts and sink into their body. This is the kind of kick where all of a sudden you knock the air out of somebody and they're going to drop. So when I do a snap kick, boom, okay, I hit hard, but you notice it doesn't go very far, okay? The energy goes into him, but before it has a chance to come back to me, it's going to settle into his body and he's going to basically drop from it, okay? The other kind of kick is when we do a thrust kick, when we're doing more almost like a push with our body and hips. So our hips really get involved big time on this one, where you're pushing your body and your weight forward and all your power into the kick this way. Boom, okay? And that's usually what's going to knock them into the next room. Okay? Now, so let's first of all work on some basic front kicks with the ball of the foot. So I'm going to hit, 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 and try to hit it as this comes back to me. Okay, so that's working a little bit more on your speed as well. And if you don't have something there, just try to hit the air. Okay. All right, ready? Well, you got that one? Okay. And hands up. Make sure you got a guard up. And go. Hitch. Knee. She. Go. Broke. Sheech. Hotch. Who. Ju. Hitch. Knee. Son. She. Go. Broke. Sheech. Hotch. Who. Ju. Each. Me. Son. She. Go. Broke. Sheech. Hotch. Who. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay, now let's do it as a thrust kick, all right? And then the thrust kick, what we're trying to do is bring the knee up higher, and then we're going to actually thrust or push, okay, shove that foot into him, okay? So let's try that. Ready? I'm probably going to have to pick it up the back. And hitch. And other foot, me. And son. And she. Go. And row. She. Hot. Coo. Jew. There you go. All right. Got the idea? So, difference between a snap kick and a thrust kick. Okay? The snap kick is more used in a self-defense situation where you want to get in on the guy and you want to keep going, keep hitting on him, that type of thing. So I hit the guy, boom, and now I want to continue on with my attack. Okay? Staying in close. The thrust kick is where you want to get rid of the guy. So maybe I've got more than one guy. I got these two, okay? So I've got 3 guys on me. I want to get rid of that guy and go into this one, okay? And be able to put at least one of them away from me, all right? Because in a group situation like that, what I want to do is isolate one person at a time. So he's trying to come at me. I kick this guy, run between, take this guy while he's trying to come at me. I'm using him as a shield, and then I can take him. Whoa. Okay? So the idea is, with a thrust kick, is you're trying to get rid of somebody. You're trying to move them. Now, you might be trying to move them. Boom! Okay, knock them down, and then jump on them and ground and pound. Okay? All right. Sensei, what you got for us?
All right, let's move on to Mawashi Geri. With Mawashi Geri, you don't really have the thrust like you do with a front kick or a side kick. But it's a great kick to have, and there's still a couple of different ways that you can throw the kick that I like to throw the kick, and I'll show those to you. Typically the way we throw this kick, and we're going to kick off the back leg right now, is with the top of the foot. Okay, and we use that a lot in kumite, okay, where we'll come and actually use the top of the foot this way. The other option I like to use, and I like to use this a lot more in self-defense, is kicking actually with the ball of the foot like you would do a front kick. And I like that because the kick isn't fully extended. It's almost like an uppercut with a kick, okay? And you can get it nice and tight with that kick this way. And I like to use those nice and low too, because you can go into the leg with these kicks. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick a couple of different levels, and we're going to kind of showcase this a little bit. So we're going to start off with a low roundhouse kick, and this would be like right into the legs, to the outside of the leg, or even to the inside of the leg. Neither one of those feel good. Okay. So what you're going to do is just angle that foot down, and you can catch this a couple of different ways. You can catch it top of the foot, or if you're kicking in the leg, you can kick with the shin, which is really nice too. Okay, so let's do...
Nice for who?
That, for me.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm not feeling it.
That's going to hurt a lot.
So, and again, you can also use that ball of the foot down into the leg as well, but that takes a lot more practice in learning to be very accurate with your kicking, okay? So let's just do the shin going down low, okay? Ready, itch. Good, knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shish. Hutch. Kyu. Chu. Good. Now let's go to the other foot. Ready. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shish. Hutch. Kyu. Chu. Good. Now let's bring that up higher. For my beginner intermediate guys, beginner novice guys, just stick with the top of the foot with this kick. My intermediate advanced guys, if you want to work on that ball of the foot, that would be good. Okay? Ready? And itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shish. Hutch. Kyu. Chu. Hey, good. Let's go to the other side. Ready. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Go. Shish. Hutch. Kyu. Chu. Good. Very nice. So anytime you hit, and I tell my intermediate advanced guys this all the time, you want to make sure that that punch or that kick goes in, penetrates through, okay? I can hit this all day long and never really move this thing, okay? I can hit it, it's not going to do a whole lot, okay? But if I really go into it, you can see where my attack is going in. So try to work that with your bag or whatever. You want to try to punch the person behind the bag. Okay? Good. Hanshi.
Yeah, it's good. You're talking about the top of the foot and the ball of the foot. What do you think are the applications for one versus the other?
Top top of the foot would be a distance thing. Ball of the foot, like I said, I like to throw that because you can kind of tuck that in nice and tight. Again, I like to use that ball of the foot really quick on the leg because you can really get in nice and quick.
Yeah.
Even same on that inside, it's just a tighter. You're not thinking about extending it. It's just like an uppercut with a kick.
Wow. Yeah. And also, you got to think about surface area that you're hitting. Okay, if you hit with the top of the foot, that's a lot of surface area, especially if you have a size, 14. Okay, that's a lot of surface area you're hitting with. Where with a ball, it's like hitting with your two knuckles. Okay, so what you're talking about is a smaller surface area that's going to hit, and therefore more force is going to be concentrated into a smaller area. So you're going to have more force here. You're going to have more spread out force with a ball of foot. Okay.
And so if I'm having to defend myself, I want my technique to be as effective as possible. So I'm going to use what's going to basically cause the most damage to stop the guy as quickly as possible. Because I don't have time to stand and play around with the guy.
Absolutely. And I like what he said about the distance. If you extend the foot and you use the ball, if you're trying to kick somebody high, which is not always what you want to do in self-defense, but if you wanted to kick somebody high and you had to get some extra distance, you can get it with that ball of the foot. So you can at least, whack them with a good whipping kick there. Okay, all right, now what we're going to do is something we don't work on a whole lot usually, and that is a back kick. Okay, the back kick we kind of forget about because it's behind us.
Until you get hit by it, you don't.
Until you get hit by it, right? Walk into it or something. Okay. So on a back kick, first of all, you want to try to get as straight a line kick as you can. A lot of people, you'll see them, they'll kick, but they kick from the ground up. Okay. Now that's going to be quick and it's going to be fast, but it's not necessarily going to be powerful. Okay. So you got to kind of make a choice between which do you want to do. You want to go like that and just knock them, or do you want to lift that leg and now try to go as in straight a line as possible, bang, and hit them.
Like a horse.
Kind of like a horse. Yeah, a horse does. A horse lifts that leg, bang, and kicks you very quickly. All right? So what we want to do is pull that knee up, look over our shoulder, make sure you look at where your target is, and then pull that knee up and then straight back with your heel. Okay? Now you may hit slightly with the bottom of your foot, as well, but you want to concentrate the hit with the heel. Okay? All right, so let's try a few. Ready? And itch. And knee. San. Shi. Go. Roke. Shi. Hach. Ku. Ju. All right, other leg, other way. Ready? And itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Roke. Shi. Hach. Ku. Ju. Yeah. Good job, good job. And keep in mind when you do any of these kicks, you don't want to be leaning back, leaning sideways, leaning forward to do the kick. So you don't want to be here and go to kick and go like this to kick higher. All right? Try to work on the muscles that are your core so that as you kick, your head and your shoulders stay up and stay more centered over your foot than if you do this. This way, if I hit something really strong and hard, boom, I'm probably going head first in the opposite direction. So try to keep that head up. Okay?
And give you guys a little bit of a fair warning. When you ever find yourself having to fight Hanshi, when he turns and runs from you, don't chase him.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Okay? Because you're going to catch that right there. And it doesn't matter how many times he catches with it, you'll find yourself chasing him again. You're going to get hit with it all over again. So it's an effective kick.
You know what I've said about giving all my secrets away. I'm going to... All right.
Listen, I've run into many of those. Good. So now let's move on to time. Let's move on to some punching.
Joe, I'm sorry to interrupt, but he's got a point in why I do that is because it is one of those moves where somebody doesn't expect it coming, Now, I don't recommend it for everybody, okay? But you turn your back and you start running in the opposite direction, what are people thinking? They're thinking, he's running from there, I got him, or he's got his back turned, I'm going to get him now. And as soon as they, get within range, then I plant and bang, and it's kind of, well, that's what happens.
And for you intermediate advanced guys, there's a lot of ways throwing this, even getting yourself set up. So now I can
spin kick,
throw that, and you can throw that in kumite. So tournament style kumite, it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay. So now let's get into some punching, and it really works the same way that Hanshi started talking about with the kicking, that snapping and that thrusting motion. Because I can get in here and hit, and you're going to get that same energy bouncing around type of a thing. Or I can drop and hit, and the idea still is to penetrate past my hit point. If I just aim here, okay, I'm not going to get anything. I've got to aim on this backside. It's just like for those of you that have done board breaking, right? What do we tell you? Aim for the floor. Don't aim for the board because you're never going to break it, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to work on reverse punch, okay? We're going to kind of get in like a shikarachi position, not a full shikarachi, but kind of just a partial shikarachi, okay? And we're going to use our hips. We're going to drive from our foot, our back foot, okay? The foot bone's connected to the knee bone, which is connected to the hip bone, and you all know the song, right?
Yeah, there are 206 bones, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to shift, and we're going to drop, right into that punch. Okay. So what I do is try to be nice and relaxed and shift, and then go, and then it gets punched back at you. Then you got to hit it again. Okay. Ready? It's me, san, she, go, rook, seach, hutch, coot, shoes. Good. Let's switch.
Our shoes coming off. Keep going.
All right. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now, if you're right-handed, you do twice as much with your left hand. Left hand, twice as much with the right hand. You want to get that other side just as strong, if not stronger, than your dominant side. Okay? Ready? It's meet, son, she, go, work, seach, hutch, cute, choose,
It's fun.
These things are cool.
Yes, they are.
I can't wait for you guys to get back to the dojo and hit these things because they're pretty wild.
Yes, and Emily's got one there. If you'd like to get one of these, okay, we have them at the dojo for sale. We also can order them for you. They come in all kinds of different sizes and weights and so forth. And we've got the little guys here. We've got, of course, the big guys here. And then this three-legged bag is awesome. This is the youth size, and then there is an adult size or big guy size, okay? Big gal size. So anyway, and there's several other good bags in the same kind of category that we're really falling in love with these, aren't we? Really, I mean, these are a step up from what we've had.
Yeah, and I was excited when we first got Bob.
Yeah,
because Bob's were cool.
Yeah,
this might be better than Bob. Sorry, Bob, but
he doesn't mean it. Honestly, God, he doesn't mean it.
Now Bob is good because there's a lot of cool things you can do with Bob you can't do on these. So
right. Okay, my turn? Hey. All right. Now, we're going to do one of my favorite techniques as far as hand techniques goes, and that is uraken. Urakenuchi, which is back fist strike, okay? On the back fist strike in basics, and this is not an easy strike, but we're going to do it one-handed first, and then we'll try it the proper way. So pull one hand back. The other hand, you're going to pull back like this, palm out. See that? Toward my ear. remember, palm out. Now what's going to happen is it's going to go out, boom, turn it with the first 2 knuckles, and then whip it back halfway, okay? So you end up kind of almost like in a middle block kind of position, but kind of more in your middle, okay? Now bring that hand back, put the other hand out, palm out, and hit, boom, and back. So you kind of whip it out and back. Other hand, out, boom. Other hand, san. Other hand, shi. Other hand, go. Load, roke. Load, shich. Load, hach. Load, ku. Load, ju. Load, ich. Load, ni. Load, san. Load, shi. Load, go. Load, roke. Load, shich. Load, hach. Load, ku. Load, ju. Okay, now take that hand that's out, stick it straight out like a punch. Now load the other hand up. All right, here's the proper load for it so that you get both hands working. This hand's going to pull back, the other hand's going out the back fist. Ready? Ich. Okay, now put that hand out, other one up. Knee. Hand out, other one up, san. Hand out and up, shi. Remember, palm out. Hand up, palm out, go. Hand up, roke. Hand up, shich. Hand up, hach. Hand up, ku. Hand up, ju. Good. All right, shake them out a little bit. Now,
I have a question.
Sir.
How strong of a punch is this really? Because it's not like when you get your whole body into it. I mean, how effective is this punch?
And some people don't realize really what the body mechanics are with this thing. So, for instance, when you're doing one, you load this way. You're loading with your hips going toward it this way. Now, when I go, I am trying to turn my body, my shoulder, my hips, everything into the strike this way. So what's happening is I'm whipping the body, okay? It's just like working a whip, okay? The whip goes, the bottom of the whip goes one way, the top of the whip goes the other way, okay? So it creates this reaction, this whipping action, and it can be a pretty strong strike to say the least. Oh yeah, okay? As you go in on it, boom, like that, okay? Now, was that like a cue to tell my story?
I didn't want to actually tell it.
I was in Japan in 1992. It was my first trip? Yeah, first trip to Japan, right. First trip to Japan, and we had, one of the big things in Japan and in the tournament in Japan is Team Kumite. Real big there. As a matter of fact, you win this giant flag you get to carry in your dojo for a year. You got this huge bowl that you win, take back to your dojo, and then they just inscribe each dojo's name on it year after year. You know, it's pretty cool. But anyway, I was fighting a guy that was a pretty good-sized Japanese guy. You know, usually they're kind of small, but he was a pretty good-sized guy, and we were having a great back and forth. You know, the fight wasn't going much anywhere, and finally I said, okay, well, I'm gonna try the old back fist on him, okay? So I got down deep like this, and when he started to move in, I just went, whoa, okay, right over top to his head. Unfortunately, he was moving in as I moved in, and I whacked him right on the cheekbone. Really good. Now, you're not supposed to make contact to the head, just supposed to come close. So I was like, ooh, are they gonna penalize me for that? I'd love to get that point, but I think they're gonna give me a penalty. And anyway, he kind of shook his head and got back to the line, and I got back to my line, and he looked at me and he went, like, you know, good shot. And then he like, fell out. And he was out for, I don't know, for 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, they had to finally stop our match, start another one, get him revived, and then come back to our match. So yes, this can be a pretty doggone good, powerful strike, to say the least. You hit it with at the right target. Yes. So he was trying to get me to tell the story. Anyway, story's good. Okay. I lost the match, though. I got the penalty. Okay. All right, okay, so back to this, right, I'm doing back fist, okay. So from here, so what we're gonna do is load, step with your front foot into it this way, and whip. And you make sure you're pulling back that other hand. That other hand helps you to pull your shoulders back, so you're really whipping the hand out hard, okay? Here we go, ready?
I've got a
Question?
Would this be like a strike or something?
That could be a strike, it could also be a block, because I could be going 1 and 2. It's really just a recoil hand, okay? So you're recoiling the other hand so you get good power, okay? All right, here we go, ready? And itch, hiya, knee, hiya, san, hiya, she, go, hiya, rosh, hey, she, hiya, hash, hiya, ku, hiya, ju, hiya. Okay, switch sides. Ready? Dish, hiya, knee, hiya, san, hiya, she, hiya, go, hiya, rosh, hiya, she, hiya, hach, hiya, ku, hiya, ju, hiya. All right, we have a little competition, I think. Okay, so a great technique. It's fast, it's quick, it's that front hand, boom, quick like that, and really, really good, strong. Good?
Yes. I want to work on now Kizami-zuki, jab punch. This is a great punch. It's a good setup punch. You'll watch it in boxing. They'll just kind of throw this jab to set up that. Kind of the same thing here. That helps set up this here, okay? But this is a strong punch. Don't think of this as this little tag, okay? Again, getting those hips involved into the technique, okay? This can be a very strong punch, and if you watch a lot of the elite kumite guys, they throw that from a long way away.
Yes, they do.
They'll be back here, and I don't have the reach. I'm a little short guy. But this is a great technique. If you get your hips into it to really, if you throw this nice and strong, to get that hand up in that face to really open up this down here for that really strong punch, okay? And thinking even outside of tournament style kumite, this is really going to ring the guy's bell, okay? And then while he's dazed with that, now you can just have fun, okay? So we're going to be here kind of just a kamae kumite stance. We're going to step, hey, okay? And making sure that you're extending, okay? Hitting with those 2 knuckles, strong pullback, okay? All right, ready? And it's, hey! Beach, hey! Sun, hey! Sheets, hey! Goats, hey! Rooks, hey! Sheets, hey! Hutch, hey! Cutes, hey! Shoots, hey!
Yeah, all right.
Good.
All right.
And for you intermediate advanced guys, we talk a lot about taking out unnecessary movement, right? That's one of the big things that help make you faster. So presetting this muscle, because this muscle is the first one to move. So if you're set, that hand should just shoot right from there. There's no pullback. It just goes from here, boom, and just explodes right into the face, okay? So try to make this nice and quick if you can. Ready? It's neat, Sucks, sheet, goats, look, sheets, hutch, shoot,
Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, I'll give you a little more tournament story. Okay, I was in a little in-school tournament at a friend's dojo years ago, and one of my favorite techniques back then in our style of kumite was doing this jabbing punch. And guys would start to come in, and as soon as they would start to step in, I would step sideways and plow them in the chest, okay? And it would work really, really well because they come in straight, and I just sidestep them and bang them with that. Okay. Well, I was in this little tournament. I was fighting this guy. I think we were fighting for the final first place, and I kept hitting him with this. I hit him. Hey! Okay, real nice and strong. They said no point. It's kind of like, okay, all right, do it again, a little harder. So he comes in, bang, get him again. No point. How hard do I need to hit him? Let's go a little harder. So he comes in again, they go, bang, really hard. Okay, and they go, no point. And I'm looking at the guy kind of with, like, I'm not going to say anything, you to be respectful, but I kind of got this puzzled look on my face. And he goes, I'm sorry, sir, but we don't give points for a front hand punch because it doesn't have any power. And I look over at the other guy, and he's over here going, oh, yes. And I went, really? But anyway, I just switched up to the other hand, and I won the event. So, but yeah, that was pretty funny because they said that the guys over there rubbing his chest, and afterward he was going, man, those were good punches.
If you know how to throw it, it's a very strong punch.
Yeah, and I mean, it's coming off, the whole body's behind it, so it really is. Okay? All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you want to get one of these bags, we've got them, so you can definitely get one. All right? Let's come to attention, Kyosuke, and turn, show me, right? Otagani, right? Arigato gozaimashita. Good work, guys. Ich, ni, san, bandai. Thank you very much. Great class. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.